Light there. Turn this one on. Chair. Am I centered? Very clunky chair. Straight from the thrift store. Am I close enough to the camera? Are the lights too much? I don't think the lights are too much. Take out this guy. More cords. Oopsie daisy. Over and around. Mic check, check the mic, yada, 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 mic check. Okay, looks like we're all plugged in. Looks like we're all ready to go. Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and slate this. Wait. Well, it's plugged in. I don't even have to slate this. What am I doing? Hey, this is Aaron, and this is my first video for my personal YouTube channel, where I will put film-related stuff, short film-related work, and just any kind of videos where I want to do just filmmaking or film-related video type of stuff where I just want to put it out there. Anything interesting that I find out about movies or anything just interesting about filmmaking in general that I just kind of want to make and put together. I'm not sure where I wanted to film this, so I just went ahead and set everything up in front of just these shelves and this set that I have behind me for a different channel, and a very long process of trying to make, but I just stuck everything right here, right in front of the shelf, just because it looks kind of cool. And also, so I can talk about these couple of things right behind me that I'm going to talk about. Please don't lean back too far and fall, that'd be bad. It'd be really funny, but really bad. There we go, okay. So I have a film canister and a film reel. The film reel, of course, is supposed to go right in there, and that's where everything is kept inside the film canister. And I have a strip of film right here. This is kind of super cool. I'll take the rubber band off of it and kind of show. See, look at that. An actual film strip. Let's see, how can I thumbnail this? Kind of like that, something like that. Ooh, film strip. Shout out to my aunt who actually gifted me with these things for Christmas some years back. She gifted me with the canister and with the reel inside, along with a strip of film that was all taped together. And specifically today, I actually wanted to look into this strip of film. It's actually super authentic. There are frames on there, and this can definitely fit onto a projector. And there are actual pictures on there. You can kind of see things that are going on there. I want to try to go the long way and figure out what is on this strip of film, because what I'm seeing, it's subtitles, so that's actually kind of cool. I don't know if this is a foreign movie. It might be a foreign movie, because I don't know if any kind of English movie would just conveniently have subtitles on it. And I was just able to get a film strip that has subtitles on it. But that will make this a lot easier to figure out what this whole sequence thing is all about. Otherwise, it's just, you know, just looking at pictures of people talking or whatever. Like, the more I look at this, the more curious I am, and therefore the more I want to look into what is going on in the strip of film. I want to look into, like, how big the film size is, how long it lasts. Like, is it a minute and a half? Like, what is going on with this? This is so interesting. Like, this is just really intriguing. I have a strip of film in my hand, a celluloid strip of film in my hand, and I'm being such a big nerd and weird geek all about it. But I'm looking to investigate, I'm looking to break this all down. There we go. 5 minutes later, I reel this all back. Let's see if I can get kind of a close-up of the strip. Okay, so then, whoop, I can change things around and mess things up and whatnot. Okay, so right into the light. How well can you see this? You should be able to see this just fine. I did say I wanted to do the work. I did say I wanted to go the long way around, so you can kind of see what's going on. Which way am I going? There we go. Okay, now you can see what's going on a little bit. Okay, so starting like at one end of the film strip. So there's the lady, and there are the frames. Actual pictures, you can see everything that's going on. And there are subtitles. I don't know if you can read that. I wonder. So zoom, there we go. And focus. Okay, so there are subtitles. Blonde lady is talking. And it's interesting to see all those frames passing by. And you can see her moving around. Her mouth is moving around. Persistence of vision. So much magic. Because of course when you're watching the movie, you're watching it frame by frame, one at a time. And consciously you don't even notice the black space that is like happening in between each frame, because if I just pull like that, that's just a total blur. But of course if you see it frame by frame, You can kind of see the movement that's going on. There's the blonde lady, red sweater. Is this a one-sided conversation? Oh, there she is. Okay, brunette white sweater lady. Two of them are talking. There's some people, there's some things going on in the background. More subtitles. Oh, you can kind of see it. These white lines on this left side. So those are waveforms. So that's audio on the side of the film strip. You can kind of see, there's a really good sample right there. Yeah, there's a really good sample right there. We can see the audio waveforms, kind of the line of audio waveform right next to the film. So there's definitely sounds going on with the film, so that's really cool. Okay, so going more along, there is our two shot. We can see both the ladies together. I'm not exactly sure where this could be taking place. My first thought was like a restaurant or a coffee shop. I don't see them with food, so we'll just keep pulling this down. You can kind of see the motion that's going on in each frame. You can kind of read the subtitles. Women will do anything to avoid being alone. This is probably a very ladylike conversation going on. Okay, so that's gone. You're watching this forward. I don't know. Logic would tell me, okay, I'm gonna spin this back around. Now I have to mess with everything again. Dang it. I did say I wanted to do this the hard way. Brighten up, there we are. Zoom, okay. The light should be good. I have to refocus everything. Okay, back on me. So I would think, yeah, that's a ton of film strip that's going on here. There's just a pile of strip winding around the tripod leg down there. It is nuts, so much going on. I have to do this one more time in this video because I'm going to unreel this entire strip and take a picture of each frame so that I can play it back and see how long of a movie that this is and see what it's all about and see if it is indeed being played forward or backward from the other end of the strip. I also want to know specifically what size of film this is because obviously there's the classic 8mm, Super 8mm, the very thin strips of film that go into the very small projectors. This probably isn't 70mm, which is IMAX, which is a super big size of film strip. So this is probably 30, 35, 60, 65, somewhere in that avenue. I actually have a ruler to go ahead and double check that, specifically using the centimeter side. So that's looking at, oh, that's exactly 3.5 centimeters, which would be, this is 35, that makes the 35mm film, doesn't it? 3.5 centimeters, 35mm. Yeah, this is probably 35mm film. So standard film frame rate is 24 frames per second. I'm going to count 24 frames to get what a second of this film would look like pulled out. I need to be accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So that is about 1 second by the standard frame rate of film, and I still have that handful right there that I haven't taken and accounted for. Then 30 frames per second is what you would see usually on TV or on internet videos, kind of like this one. 29, 30, okay, well, obviously not that much longer, only 6 frames longer, so that would be 30 frames, about 1 second by the 30 frame standard. Just by eyeballing this, well, if all of this is 1 second, I'm gonna say the rest is maybe a minute, probably under a minute. I was originally thinking 1.5 to 2 minutes. Not sure if it's that long. No, that's definitely under a minute. That has to be like 30 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. Should I stick with somewhere in between, 25? Good old 25. I am going to set this up on a light so I can see each frame individually and then put my phone over it and then frame each of the frames in the view of my phone and then put the phone on time-lapse mode. So then it would shoot, format the time-lapse to shoot 1 frame about every 3 or 4 seconds. So then, as I'm filming it, I would just have 1 frame in front and then picture, move a frame, take a picture, move a frame, take a picture, move a frame, take a picture. So once it records the entire time lapse, it can play back as one whole video. So now I can see all the pictures all together in one whole video and I can instantly see how long the whole film strip is. and see if my, I think it was 25-second guess was correct or not. Okay, I have all this set up to figure out what is on the strip of film here to photograph. There we go. To photograph what is on this strip of film. So I almost feel like I'm using, you remember those old-fashioned projectors? The overhead projectors, that's what they were called, like in grade school, middle school, maybe even high school, depending on how far back you might go. I feel like I'm using one of those because now you can see what's going on the phone. I'm going to put my phone into time-lapse mode, set the time-lapse so that in about every 3 seconds it takes a picture. So I'll hold a frame right about the middle, it'll take a picture. I'll have 1, 2, 3 to move another frame down. It'll snap another picture. 1, 2, 3, hold, snap a picture. 1, 2, 3, hold, snap a picture. I can just play it all back from this phone and see what's going on and talk about what I see and see exactly how long this strip of film is. Not super comfortable in this chair at this point, so I might. Okay, headless, going headless here to this camera here. Okay, so I'm going to stop this recording, go right to time lapse. All right, and if I mess something up, it's a long journey back to the beginning. Okay, and here we go. Years worth of mystery with this film strip shall now be solved. So I think that was the first frame. There we go. Okay, so move that down. That was 2. Come on. 3. Yes, okay. 4. Here we go. 5. Oh crap, haha. I had it backwards. I had the film strip flipped backwards. Oh, and I should have known, because when I was watching the film strip back on the light, I could read the subtitles forward, and the lady, one of the subjects, the red-shirted lady, you can't see anything, the red-shirted lady was facing to the left when I was reading the subtitles forwards, and I started doing this time lapse, and she was facing the other way, and then I got to a frame finally with subtitles, and those subtitles were read backwards. Kind of important to remember that kind of thing. Of course I would make that mistake. Okay, let's start this again. See, if there weren't subtitles, that wouldn't matter at all. Okay, that's backwards. This is forwards. Man, that little detail. Who knew I wouldn't have? Okay, let's try this again. 10. Oh, is it backwards again? Oh, I'm so pathetic. 3 tries. I'm at 3 tries so far. I think I'm at 3 tries. I'm gonna say 3 tries. I'm fired. I'm so fired. I'm out. I'm done. Can't flipping pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, 2. Move on. 19. I predicted 25 seconds. 20. So at least I won't be standing here for too much longer. 21. So maybe the real question is, how long will it take me to frickin' shoot this? 22. 23. Why did I think this was a good idea? And 1 second of film. 23. And 4 seconds. Move that up. 4:15. The least accurate digital reprint of a film. 6:15. Can I zoom this out? I can zoom this out. I want to reposition. Hey, I'm so smart. Hey, now you can see everything that's going on. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't mess this up, but I've been holding this frame for so long. Okay, now you can see everything that's going on. Please drop a big fat like on this video if you think what I'm doing is actually kind of cool and interesting. And if you would attempt to do the same thing, if you also had a film strip in your possession and you wanted to know what it was all about and what those film frames were. I should have some kind of some suspenseful millionaire music going on right now. Okay, the main camera is about to run out of recording time. So I think I'll just cut straight from this, 9:16 I think that was at, to the final shot of where I have finally finished time-lapsing all of these frames. So depending on when the camera cuts off in like 5 seconds, I will see you in the near or not so near future. Okay, I have decided to turn the camera back on and start recording again because I am at the nub with this. Like, the rest of the roller is just draping down the tripod. So I used to have, of course, just a whole pile of film strip over on the side. Now I'm getting down to the very end right there. Hopefully my mic is still going on. Okay, so I've been recording this time lapse, well, technically now for a total of 22 seconds and first frame, but I'm sure that this is actually at more like 20 seconds in total, actually, without all my screw ups and holding the film strip here and there to check on things. 08, and I'll just hold this right here. 09. Oh, down to the freaking nub of this strip. I photographed every single, hopefully every single, I'm gonna go with 98.99999% of the frames that were in this film strip. Look at that. All 20 seconds of film strips I photographed. Frame by frickin' frame, which now that I think about it, which I know is nothing, is literally like playing on playgrounds compared to like clay animation, if you know what I'm talking about. I've tried clay animation. Those were the first videos, which I'm gonna go ahead and keep up on this channel. The very first videos that I tried when I first got a camera, clay animation. That's fun. Clay animation is a lot of fun. A lot of patience for sure, and just kind of moving things around very slowly. But just the amount of time that took, and just the amount of time that it took to take pictures of the film strips one frame at a time, kind of felt like, you know, the same hurry up and wait, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go kind of thing that this kind of endeavor requires. Third time I have to reel this back up. I don't think I want to do this again. I don't think I want to pull this apart ever again. At least not this far. So that's what I have shot. And we're going to take a look at this. Just playback straight. Here we go. Oh, that is really cool. Oh, that's super cool. I mean, yes, I can see a little bits of mistakes and inconsistencies. I don't see too many repeated frames. I am moving the film strip back and forth a lot as I'm trying to keep it centered. I'm trying to. Oh, that's so cool. And then a couple times I mess up and I'm trying to reposition. Oh, that's really cool. That went by very fast. Oh gosh, that's hard to watch because I'm shifting the film strip around. Wow, that's really cool. That's really cool to watch on playback. It was very hard to keep the film strip like aligned just right, just because I'm kind of standing over the tripod kind of funky and I can't really sit down. And I just had everything positioned just right. And once I started shooting that, oh, I can't adjust anything now or otherwise I have to start all over, move everything around so I can be more comfortable for a short time or whatever. That's really cool to see everything passing by. When I'm holding the film strip like actually kind of steady and actually trying to hold it steady, looks good. And then as it goes on, I'm starting to get tired and I'm starting to hate doing this project in the first place, and the film strip gets all janky and everything. But I can still see it. I can still kind of read the subtitles, and I can see the waveforms on the left side in the black space moving. Oh, that's really cool. Maybe this was worth it after all. Maybe this was worth it in the long run. Worth having kind of a sore back and sore foot and standing in the wrong places. I can't really read the subtitles that well, especially toward the middle and toward the ending when the film strip gets really janky. I can take a picture of the subtitles, of like just one frame, just one picture of each of the sections of subtitles, just so the conversation can add up a little bit more and I can see what the context of it is. Because I can't read it very well in that time lapse, but yeah, wow. Okay, that was really cool. Now I have a digital version of the analog film strip that I have there, and I can rewatch it back. So yeah, anyway, that was really cool. I discovered and learned a lot of things about this film strip. This is a really cool thing for me to have, and I didn't know that I would be kind of sitting up here and sitting in front of the camera and doing this and photographing all these frames one by one, but that was a super cool experience, and I'll see what I'll be doing in the future. I'll definitely hoping to do more of these in the future. This was just really fun to look into, something that I had, and we'll see what more stuff I can do with this channel and what more stuff I can learn and talk about film-wise. I don't know how to close out these videos just yet, so I guess I'll say go watch great movies and go make something great. Or go look into something great.